Hello, beautiful people. It's been so long, I feel, since I've been live here. And I wanted to just come on and to do an energy check-in via tarot, as there's been some really interesting energy about right now. And so I just want to see what's in the field. And I don't know about you guys. I just mentioned this on my story. But I have been feeling just all kinds of interesting sensations, like emotions that I would say don't make sense. And really, it's like from my dream space where I've been having really just random dreams, but the emotions in the dreams have been like really good, really high. And so I've been paying attention more so to that because there's such an interesting, like duality in the experience of the dreams. And so, yeah, overall, I feel really good, but I do feel this like high energy and anticipation for what's to come in the month of March, which we're already in March. Venus is retrograde. Mercury is going to move into Aries and also going to have a retrograde cycle here in a couple weeks. So I am just in the energy and I'm ready to experience it. Mary, oh my goodness, I'm so glad you could be here live. So, yeah, I'm just going to get right into it because I want to make the most of this time before my little realizes what I'm doing in here and then comes and blesses us with her beautiful energy. So Mary says, I woke up with residual of angered energy. Yeah. This is so relatable. I dreamed about a bunch of snakes last night and like two snakes were fighting and it was crazy. Yeah, the dreams have been crazy. And there's been a lot of precognitive experiences happening the past like 2 weeks, I would say. And what I mean by precognitive is basically you have dreams and then some element in the dream comes to fruition. Like it could be just hearing about an airplane crash and like in my dream. So this is a true story. Like 2 weeks ago, no, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Anyways, I had a dream, that involved, planes intentionally crashing into people's homes. And so we had to figure out a way to like, survive that and to hide from it. It was like a whole thing. And then literally 2 days later, Mary, shout out to Mary. We were just having our usual conversation. And then after the conversation, she shared a video with me and she was like, oh, did you hear about this? And it was an airplane crash in Toronto, which that's been happening, unfortunately, often lately. But it was like the nature of the details of the crash in reference to the dream that I had. And so there was like some precognitive things there. And then with another friend, she just had a precognitive experience today that involved a dream she had, I believe, like last week. And so, yeah, these dreams have been really interesting. And of course, I've been saying to pay attention to your dreams, but definitely Pisces season, pay attention to them. Tomorrow morning, the moon will have a square with Pluto. So the dreams are going to be very active. All this week, the dreams are active. We're going to be in eclipse season very soon. And so there's just so much coming through these very like emotionally driven spaces. Also, like our psychic sensitivities are going to be heightened. And yeah, it's just paying attention to the nuances is everything right now. Really taking time to meditate is everything right now, because you're going to get the greatest clarity through your meditation, and also, believe it or not, through your dreams. Even though the dreams are not making sense, do your best to write them down or record them some way. And if you can't record all the details because you don't remember or you don't have time, just record how you felt or share it with a friend. And yeah, just really take that mental note and see what happens at the end, come the end of March. I'm sure you're going to have a profound realization. You're going to be able to connect the dots on many things. And yeah, so that's one of the things I've been experiencing too with like one of the main themes for Pisces season and this new lunar cycle in Pisces is that there is this experience of integrating logic with intuition. And so there's going to be a lot coming up from the surface, or there's going to be a lot coming up to the surface as far as anger and anxiety, fear, just whatever is like the root, like these emotions, like connect to the emotions, right? And try to get a sense of the root. And it really doesn't matter if you know what the root of it is or not. But these emotions are at the surface because they are, being released, right? We're releasing the narratives and the beliefs that anchor in those emotions, basically. And so there's a part of ourselves that is wanting to hold on to the beliefs, and the resistance of releasing them is causing the emotion, right? So the anger, the fear, the anxiety, the depression, all of that. And so our ego self, our inner child, is really wanting to just feel safe, and it feels safe in these false comforts. And we're at the point where we are just fed up, and we're releasing, these beliefs, and we're letting go of the false comforts. And so right now we're experiencing that separation, and then we will experience the integration. We just have to move over or move through this, what appears to be a block, right? Or a limitation or resistance. We're moving through that. And then we will, once we get over that, then it'll be smooth sailing for a bit. There's going to, of course, be some challenges. Of course, it's life, but we are going to really get over or move through a major, major block that we've been experiencing probably for like at least a decade. All right, so I'm going to ask for some cards to just get a deeper message of what is going on with the energy right now. So I invite you to share your light, your intentions, your truth, put all of that into the space, take some deep breaths, and I'm going to do the same right now. And then we're going to see what the divine has to share with us in this live connection. All right. Okay, so I'm going to start with 3 oracle cards from the Living Will. So we'll see what comes forth here. 3 cards, please. Yes, please leave me a voice note, Mary, on your dreams. That'll help to remember. Okay, first house. First house. One more, please. Ooh. I think we got our eclipse card. Okay, one final message here. One more card, please. Okay, I'm just going to take these 2 at this moment, and then we'll see if there is one more card. So we received the first house, which the first house pertains to the self, right? This is the place that holds your rising sign, right? It is a representation of pretty much everything about you. And the first house also is an indicator or descriptive of your physical body, your essence, who you're becoming, and just pretty much like everything about you. Did I say your physical appearance too, and how you present yourself, right? So this is essentially saying that this is all about you, right? All about you. The next card here, I'm going to double check, but I'm pretty sure that this is a solar eclipse in this deck. So let's just see here. Yes, solar eclipse. So external change is the keyword in this card. And so with this physical appearance, or just this physical aspect of you, and I mentioned it's how you are, how you present yourself, and your vitality even is what's coming to mind, including the solar eclipse where it's speaking of external change. So it really, I'm getting the sense that there's going to be some like major physical change happening, like a change in your appearance and an integration, like divine alignment with your higher self, or who it is that you're striving to become at this time. So that is a major change. And being that it's the solar eclipse, it's external, it is something that everyone will see. People will see this change within you. It's going to radiate from you and people will be able to feel it. Okay, so can I get one more oracle? One more message from this deck, please. One more. Thank you. Oops. Okay. Libra. All right. So the archetype of Libra, what's coming to mind, of course, relationships. Venus is retrograde right now in Aries. And so I have this like intuition coming through that it's, yes, this is all about you, and it's about you in relationships. So you will be changing physically, and people that you are in relationships with currently are going to witness that change. And I feel like this reading has something to do with that, right? And this may be an experience in reference to the, like around the time of the solar eclipse in Aries, right? So there's a solar eclipse in Aries in late March, I believe. Yes. So we're going to have the next eclipse is, the first eclipse is actually the full moon mid-month, mid-March. It's going to be a full moon lunar eclipse, a total eclipse in Virgo. And then following that, we're going to have a solar eclipse in Aries. And this solar eclipse in Aries is a big deal because it's essentially the opening, the like grand opening of what was initiated back during that major solar eclipse in 2024 in Aries, right? So that was in April. And so now this is like that opening, and this is probably what was coming forth in the oracle message that I received. I'm feeling or sensing a synchronicity between this like road opening, right? So a road was blocked, something was blocked, and now it's being open, and I feel like it's going to fully open itself come this solar eclipse, and there is a major change that is coming with that. And if we think about the Aries energy, it is also pertaining to the self, right? It is all about, you know, your individuality, your independence, being in the present moment, your self-will, your like drive, and all of those things. And so like what you're passionate about, but it's really like self-focused. And I'm getting that with this first house. And again, there's some element of relationships that's really important, and also finding balance. So it could be finding balance within your relationships with who you are now, right? Who you are presenting yourself as now. And it also could be balancing the old self and the new self, which is an experience that I'm experiencing right now as I've had a major identity shift here. It'll be a year in May. So I'm going to my OG Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck to see what, just get some very direct, clear messages. Ooh, I love seeing this on the bottom as I cut the deck. So we got the Sun and we got Four of Wands. So that's a good start. That's really positive. See, this is the thing. The energy is so weird to me right now, because the energy I'm feeling sensationally, like on my body and sometimes in my mind. This weekend, at least, it's been really anxious. It's been really intense. Like there's worry, or there's like, you know, it's just this weird, heavy energy. But emotionally and in readings, it's very light and happy and joyful. And I'm like, I feel like we're in Gemini energy right now. It's kind of like nuts. So we're going to get some cards here, and we're going to get an idea of what, you know, spirit is wanting to communicate with us in reference to the energy field. What's in this space? What is this strange energy that we're feeling right now? So we're going to get the central focus. So, okay, that was very fast. Page of Wands. So yeah, this is really indicating a elevated journey, a journey of curiosity, of creativity. There's a lot of like, this is a very, to me, this is like a strong and somewhat mature wand. And so I'm getting this intuition, this sense that we're just going to like, we're really starting to explore our creative power and what we can do with that. And so we are stepping into this elevated journey. And this is so funny because it's already, this reading so far is affirming the cosmic climate that I just reported. So definitely check that out here a little bit later, as I will upload that. All right. So I'm just going to show you this, but I'm going to put it back in the deck. So it's the Knight of Swords. But I'm going to say I wasn't ready for that. Like, so now I'm being funny. All right. So what is the root? What's the anchor of this Page of Wands energy? What's the root? Thank you. Okay, this makes sense. Two of Wands. So, oh my gosh, it's just like this explorative, exploration, exploration, curiosity, which makes sense because of the moon reaching her waxing crescent phase tomorrow, that being March 3rd. And that waxing crescent phase is focused on growth and exploration and excitement, as we are beginning to see like a little bit of light, right? We're seeing that first crescent, so that first sliver of light, and that essentially you can really see that as the bow of Diana's arrow, or Diana's bow, right? And we're getting a sense of the path ahead, basically, is where I'm going with that, right? And it's, he has backup, right? He has resources. And I feel like this backup, this resource, is creating some sort of confidence for where we're going, right? For this experience, for this curiosity, this overall elevated part of the path, right? Part of the journey. And so it's like, I have backup, I'm supported, I have resources, I'm going to choose this right now. The world is in my hands, so I can create what I desire. And now we are stepping into this integrated aspect of ourselves and our journey. So what is the outgoing energy here? What's the outgoing energy, please? Thank you. Okay. Queen of Swords. So I think we have been, for those of you watching, we have been very clear about what is coming into our field, what's been coming into our space, right? Of course, we're not perfect, so we make mistakes, we have slip-ups, but at the end of the day, we're very direct and clear of our desires. There's also connection to the divine with, you know, symbolized or represented by the prayer beads wrapped around her wrist. Right. And so, yeah, we're very clear. We're connected to the divine, and we are being very cutthroat about things. So that is the energy that is setting. And it was very, very helpful and supportive to where we are right now. Okay. So what is the energy that is... All right. So I'm going to take it because I was in the midst of asking, and I feel like it is relevant for this message to come through so fast because of one of the cards breaking all the rules. Like, I didn't finish my sentence and my request. And also I'm getting two cards instead of one. So energy is crazy. Oh, I actually got 3 cards. Wow, I love when this happens. Okay, so one was hiding. So I'll just show you what I saw first, okay? So this is what I was asking for, was the energy that's incoming. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, which that is a new opportunity, new beginnings, productivity, prosperity, just something in this material realm too, something coming to fruition. This is what's coming in, right? And this is the card that fell with it. So I was like, okay, this tends to be fast moving energy coming through, a change in direction, messages, very quick energy. This is Mercury and Sagittarius. And so it made sense for this to reveal itself at the same time and drop the way it did, right? And then the reveal here is, oops, it's reverse, but I don't read reversals, is the sun. So I'm like, oh my gosh, and we're going to be so happy and excited about this new thing, this offering. It could be money. It could be just a desire that you had, something coming to fruition. It's just so many things. Whatever this means to you, whatever you've been asking for and hoping for, this is coming. This is on the horizon. And of course, it's going to be something that's so happy. This joy, this love, and just very creative, light energy that I've been feeling. It's coming along with this Ace of Pentacles, and it's coming in really quickly. Like I couldn't even finish my sentence before, And I love how this is hidden. I mean, I would always accept this card, but to receive 3 cards, I have my rules, and I'm like, I would probably put that back in the deck. So I'm glad that it fell and presented itself in the way that it did, because yeah. All right. So what is the culminating energy? What is peaking right now, that we need to know of? And then I'm going to wrap this up very nicely. Cool. Oh, see, this energy is so good. Maybe this is why I'm doing a live, because I've been feeling out of it, and now I feel the energy is interesting and also inspiring, and so maybe that's what we're feeling. But this is what's peaking right now. This is the energy that's culminating. It's very visible. It's right here for you to grasp right now, which is the 3 of Cups. And this energy is, whenever I see this card, I always think of a coven, a circle, like a very intimate circle of sisters, brothers, but coming together in union for an intended purpose, right? So I feel that right now, this is a good time to reach out to, your intimate circle, your inner circle, and just possibly just share, as Mary mentioned here, that she's going to leave me some voice notes of dreams. And that is exactly what I'm getting with this. It's just like sharing something that you are feeling good about, or something that's on your heart, something that let it be connected to an emotion, as this is Mercury and Cancer. This card is associated with Mercury and Cancer. And so, yeah, communicating with some sort of intention and some like having an emotional connection through communication is where I'm getting with this. And this here with this card, it always also reminds me of like the power of 3. So take that how you desire to take that. But I just wanted to reference that. Sorry, this is a very weird reading, the way I'm delivering it. So I hope that it's easy to follow. Yeah, so I'm going to pull one more oracle card, but also I just want to bring this full circle here before I receive another card as a final message. All right, so it appears that this energy that's in our space right now is the energy, the excitement, I feel like this brewing of energy, like a swirling of like feeling good, feeling excited, feeling angry, feeling sad, feeling worried. Like it's like a whole cauldron of emotions, and there's a stirring of the pot, and that stirring of the pot is activation. It's activation for this elevated part of the journey, right? Getting curious. Spirit wants you to get curious of your own power, of the energy around you. And what came up in the cosmic climate is that, and in the oracle really, is that there's something possibly that you were doing in the past. I would say within the past, the span of like 10 years, that you didn't finish, that you didn't complete, or you didn't share, or yeah, there was something that you've been desiring to do for so long, but just say like you felt imposter syndrome or something of that nature. Very creative, very inspiring. And what I'm getting here in the message is that it's time to do that thing, pick that back up again, share that thing, just put yourself out there, right? Get curious about your own creative power, your creative energy. You have support, you have resources, so there's kind of no excuses. You've done a good job of clearing your space, of being very discerning with how energy's coming forth. And now at your reach is this creative power you have. Again, this is like the resources around you. So reaching out to your inner circle to share your excitement, to share your emotions. Also, this can represent a channeling of your emotions into this project, right? And sharing it, or just showing up in authenticity and sharing your voice and your emotions through some other means possibly. And by doing that, you will be receiving this Ace of Pentacles, this opportunity. Like there's going to be just this grand opportunity, grand opening that's coming forth, and it's going to activate further inspiration and creative energy, and it's exciting, and it's going to be so much fun. And your inner child is going to feel really, really safe and good about this. And so coming back to the oracles that we received in the beginning, again, this is all about you. This is your inner self. This is your child self. This is the integration of these aspects of you that have been separated for some time. And I'm seeing that too with the Libra energy. So this focus of balance and integration, like finding that middle point. And of course, like I said, this is going to be reflected in your relationships. People will see this change within you, and people will be attracted to it. And people will also be, repulsed by it, because, they want to see you as the old you, not as who you are in this moment and who you are becoming, right? And so there's going to be that intensity, right? And this was the eclipse energy, right? And so this speaks to a new beginning, as this is a solar eclipse. So there is this, again, grand opening. It's just a clearing, and also the intensity of what is happening. And to put like a timestamp on it, I'm getting the date of the solar eclipse that's happening. I want to say it's like March 29th or March 30th in Aries. So we're going to get a final oracle card here. But wow, this message, and Mary, you've been holding it down with me. So this is like really potent for us. You get a fruit card too, and that's aligned with new moon blessings of eating delicious bowl of fruit to manifest in the fruits of our labor. Yes, it's go time, folks. Hell yeah. Yes. Oh, okay. Cool. Whew. Drink some tea to that. All right, so we're going to get one final oracle card, and I mean, I'm really happy with this message. And if you're just tuning in, definitely watch back at the beginning. I'm going to save this and put it on my profile, so, and also on my YouTube channel. Okay, so Divine, what is the final message you have for us? What's the final message here? Wait. Oh, I thought I already fell. Okay. And I thought we were getting two. My Capricorn's like, only one. Okay. So, Baraka, which means, or the keywords here are power, strength, force, and expansion. So there's a lot of fire here on the table. Baraka. Power, strength, force, and expansion. Okay, so I'm just going to glance at the oracle or the guidebook, as I still haven't really gotten super comfortable with this book or with this deck. I just haven't used it much, so. All right. Let's see. I want to make sure I get this right meaning. Okay. As you learn the word of Baraka, you are signaled to remember that your source of energy is held in nature. Are you connected to nature's loving core, or have you moved beyond its reaches? Put down the distractions and move back into the wild, even for a while. For every good turn done for you, do one in return. Whenever you feel your life has been enriched, do what you can to enrich another. This is ultimately your magic, your life, your choice, your responsibility. So, also I'm going to say there's a power that radiates from all living beings in varying degrees of force and clarity. And Baraka is defined as a positive power, a benevolent force. The power can be transmitted, is contagious, and can be expanded and can be lost also. All right, so basically this card is telling us that we need to share the light, share your creative energy, and really put yourself out there. Trust in who it is that you are. And again, it's reminding me of this here. Really getting curious and taking ownership of your creative power, of who it is that you are, you as a divine being, right? And what I keep thinking about is imposter syndrome. Like, let's get rid of that. Imposter syndrome is not an option, because there are people out there that are ready for you and are waiting for you to show up to inspire them. No pressure. This isn't about them. It's about you. But at the same time, it's like imposter syndrome. Ain't nobody got time for that. So that's where I'm going with that. So thank you so much for sharing your light in this space. And hopefully I will be back here regularly. But this is great. I enjoyed it. And I will share when I can. I love you all. And I will talk to you again soon.